Guys, Tedros. It's Tedros. He dropped a new album. The guy from the show, The Idol. He dropped a new album. It looks like it's titled House of Balloons here. I mean, I'm super excited for this. Tedros, easily my favorite character from The Idol. I think his acting performance was great. I think he's just all around a really cool dude, so I'm really excited to get into this. Okay, but for real, this is The Weeknd. Obviously, House of Balloons, 2011. I've never been a huge fan of The Weeknd. I'm hoping that can change today. I'm hoping he can somewhat win me over. I didn't love Dawn FM. After Hours was actually pretty good, but I don't know. I've never connected to his music, so hopefully that can happen today. Go join the Patreon if you want to see this album reaction uncut. It's $4 a month. Link in the description to go join that down below. And yeah, I'm actually pretty excited for this, okay? Because this is kind of regarded as a classic. So yeah, let's get into it. First track is High for this. This was in The Idol, wasn't it? That instrumental sounds familiar. I'm kind of thrown off right now. Here we go. Take a glass. Don't be scared. Trust me, girl. You wanna be high for this. This is not what I was expecting. 'Cause I know what you're feeling. It's okay. Let it be. Such a strange mix. I don't know how to feel about it. I swear it'll be so good. Open your head. Even though you don't. I don't know if this is doing much for me. I'm really conflicted on how I feel about that. I think like the mix is definitely super unique. Again, vocally, Abel sounds great here, I guess. I guess we're calling him Abel now. I don't know. That's his name, obviously. It's just, it feels weird because I'm not a Weeknd fan, so I don't know why I'm calling him Abel. Yeah, I mean, like, technically speaking, yes, his vocals are there. It just feels a bit weird with The Idol in my frame of mind and just thinking about that, and then obviously these lyrics being very similar to his character in that show. It just, I don't know. We'll see if this, like, aesthetic kind of continues and he continues this role of this, like, kind of mysterious, dark, and, like, Tedros almost kind of character. So, yeah, we'll see. Again, like I said, the mix is kind of cool. It does feel a little bit dated, to be honest. I don't know. Again, I'm conflicted. I don't know if I love that or hate that. What You Need is next. Aaliyah. Okay. That snare. Oh, those little. Oh, such a freaking cool snare sound. I don't know how skeletal this is too. So much space. I'm liking this one. This one's doing it for me. It has almost like a lo-fi aesthetic to it. Love those chords. And that little da, da, da. I love the way his vocals are being processed on this. It almost makes him sound more human in a weird way. I don't know. Even though I think it's trying to have the opposite effect. I don't know. So smooth. Oh, that was great. I loved that. That was fantastic. Like I said, the vocal processing, it just made me kind of connect to The Weeknd in a way I haven't really ever. I don't know, it brings out a unique charm to his voice that I feel like I haven't heard. Cool kind of lo-fi aesthetic to that. I love the snare in there. I love just the everything about the instrumental. It's a very slow groove, but very sensual and smooth. And continuing with this kind of dark and mysterious aesthetic as well. So I think that was fantastic. We'll keep it going. What is that sample? Oh, such a good sample. Oh! What? Oh. We're in part 2 now. This is great. So buzzy. And he's rapping, kind of? I've never heard him sound like this. This is great. This is just Tedros. It's just Tedros. This is so good. It's such a unique atmosphere this album has. I can't like find a word to describe it. It's like dark, but it's also like theatrical in a way. It's like, I don't know. I mean, that was great. I think that's probably my favorite Weeknd song that I've ever heard. I think that switch was fantastic. It very different between the two halves, but it kind of just was super seamless, that switch. First time I've heard Abel rap like that, and I think his voice sounded great there. He's got a really, I mean, the way he was rapping had a really interesting kind of breathy delivery to it. I was a little bit skeptical after the first track, but so far I just feel like I'm connecting with him more on this album, which is weird because he is portraying himself as kind of just this creepy dude that is, you know, just almost like Tedros. We'll keep going. The Morning. Okay, so is this after the festivities of the last track, maybe? And it makes sense being The Morning. This is the brightest this album has sounded so far. It's still got that synthy aesthetic.
From the morning to the evening, complaints from the tenants. Got the walls kicking like they 6 months pregnant. Order plane tickets.
I love this patient delivery here.
Visit every month like I'm split life living. Picture so vivid.
Hear that distant vocal? I think it is in the back. Oh, such a good chorus. Another great snare sound. The harmonies. Woo!
When the moon coming, only place to find base heads and high women. All that money is
girl, put in work.
All that money, the money is the money. All that money, the money, she be falling. She
Oh,
girl, put it is the money.
all that money. I can't sing. I'm sick. Girl, put in work. I'm gonna try though. Put in work, girl, put in work. Love the guitar. That little vocal sample. Oh, I could just listen to that instrumental on loop, man. That is such good production. I think that might be my favorite. That felt like it had all the elements of like a traditional R&B song, but it wasn't done in a traditional way at all. Just a great chorus. The girl put in work. I feel like this is one I'm going to return to a lot. It's very singable. Again, it brings in that kind of bright feeling, but it still has a tinge of the first three tracks, the darkness on those. Yeah, and I just love the pace of that track in general. It feels, I don't know, it just feels like being tired in a way almost, but also just like appreciating and reminiscing on the night before almost in a way. Next track is Wicked Games. Title looks familiar. It's got 500 million streams, so let's see if it sounds familiar. Continuing those guitars from the previous track.
I left my girl back home. I don't love her no more. Bring the drugs, baby. I can bring my pain. I got my heart right here. I need all of it to myself. Whoa.
That piano in there. You had the guitar earlier and now the piano. This album, it's making The Weeknd feel really human because it's showing him in spots of insecurity as well.
Let me see you dance.
I was worried it was just going to be kind of a cringy Tedros situation, but not really.
Bring your love, baby. I could bring my shit. Bring the drugs, baby.
Bring that guitar back. I love how loud these vocals are here. Just the layering and the mix of these vocals here. Oh! Great track. Abel finds himself in first-person narrative exploring the subject of romance, knowing that it will fail in the end. Despite having awareness of this, he dives into the interaction because he needs confidence. That's what I was saying. Like, what's that one line? Just tell me you love me even though you don't love me. It shows him in a state of insecurity here and him just wanting that love just because it feeds his ego in a way. And while he is kind of portraying himself as not a great person on this album, I can't help but feel for him. Production on that one was fantastic. The pianos, the guitars, the weird synth stuff at the end there. Overall, I'm just loving the pace of everything on this album. Everything is so drowned out, or not drowned out, but just like, it kind of feels like you're drowning in these instrumentals, and they're very woozy and slow, and it feels like you're drunk in a way. It's just like, I don't know, it just feels like you're trying to get to the top of these instrumentals. You're trying to swim to the top and you just can't. So yeah, that was great. I mean, I don't know if I would return to it, but it's still pretty solid. We'll keep going. The party and the after party.
I know your thoughts. Oh, you bout it.
This is like Beach House. What the heck? Okay, maybe not. Maybe not. Oh. Oh. That farting synth. Yes, fart in my ears. Don't take that out of context. such a good pre-chorus. Love that. Ooh. This has like an indie tinge to it. A dream pop kind of sound. It's weird.
Don't be shy, you don't gotta ask me.
Oh, I love going to that chord. Yeah, this is like Beach House. This is the last thing I would expect on a Weeknd album. That guitar sounds like Steve Lacy. Sitting on
the feeling I would give to you. Oh, before I show it to mama.
Call her Rudolph.
All these girls trying to tell me
she got a red nose, huh? That's what I thought. From doing coke? Okay. I'm so happy right now. This is so good. That did not feel like 7.5 minutes because it just absolutely locked me into that groove of the it's like a classic R&B groove that just so sensual. Oh, it's just so good. It's so good. That transition was perfect. Very beach housey, like I said. Got this indie kind of dream pop almost feel to everything. Yeah, that was fantastic. Some funny lines here and there. That Rudolph line. Abel's he just had me in a trance with that vocal performance. I think that was probably the best vocal performance or my favorite vocal performance I've heard from him. I don't even remember everything that happened because there was so much going on in that track that it just, again, I don't remember how it started. It just evolved perfectly. Everywhere it went, it felt perfect. Nothing felt forced in any way at all. Yeah, next track is Coming Down. Okay. It's so cool to hear a Weeknd album with so much like prominent guitar and stuff. Because all I've heard from him is just like 80s synth-based stuff. Oh, this is so like Halloween-y. Feels like we're in like a dark field with like fog and it's got a real lonely feel to everything too. Just the sound with the Okay, I get the hype. I get the Weeknd hype. Gosh. That guitar is so good. Listen how these synths here. It just feels so lonely and so barren. Oh, that little piano. Coming down. stellar. We're gonna keep it going. Love how lonely and barren and haunting that track is. Samples Beach House. What was I saying? It sounded like Beach House earlier. I could write this stuff, man. I could write it. Take you fucking see, baby. Write it out now. I know you wanna scream, baby. Going in that 2-floor loft in the middle of the city after rolling through the city of me. I hear noises in the bathroom. Baby, it's okay. That whoa ad-lib? Come fuck with us. I'm a motherfucker, I'm raw. Love so lost. Some of niggas, man, these bitches can't touch what we got if they want it. Come and find us, we can talk about it. What's good, young ho, you about it? Okay, where are we going? Take me. Feels like we're like entering the heart of this album. If everything else has been kind of surface level, this is like just like plunging. It feels like we're plunging into the depths of the ocean. We're going to see the Titanic, guys. Get ready. This is like just masterful. This is so good. We're gonna keep it going. I don't want to kill the flow. That's fantastic. Wait, I saw. Oh wait, hold on. Never mind. Stop. I just got chills. There's such a human element to this album. I didn't think I was gonna feel for The Weeknd in this album, but I am. This makes me feel like I got cheated on, man. like straight shoegaze here too. So good. Oh. Gosh. Oh. If you told me that I would emotionally connect and feel for The Weeknd on this deep of a level coming into this album, I would have called you crazy, man. Why was this so emotional? I don't know. There's something about this album that just made me finally kind of connect to him as an artist. This was just such a powerful display of that hurt. It's fantastic. The guitars in there, just the vocal performance, the emotion, the mix, everything is just making it feel so grand, and just all the emotions are just turned up to 100 on this track. I feel like it could, if it goes wrong, it could make it feel a little bit insincere because of how dramatic it is, but it doesn't get to that point for me. It feels like a genuine display of just hurt and just pain and just, yeah, I don't know. What did it say about? Okay, it samples Cherry Colored Funk by the Cocteau Twins. Sick, dude. That's so cool. That's so cool. It's a great song, great sample. Was it the guitars at the end there that was the sample? Because I thought those sounded familiar. I did say shoegaze. This is a great album. This is my favorite album I've heard from The Weeknd, definitely. I feel like this is one of the most unique albums I've heard in a while. It's a sound I haven't really ever heard. Obviously, it takes elements of traditional R&B and puts a spin on it, and it doesn't ever just feel derivative of that. It just feels really unique. Yeah, those are my thoughts. That was House of Balloons by The Weeknd. Really interesting album here. Let me know your thoughts down below. Let me know if I missed anything. As always, go join the Patreon if you want to see this uncut. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.